Hello, guys. I'm here with.
Okay, you're already being cringe.
I
Like,
don't
you
care.
can't
I
be
don't
cringe.
care.
Stop.
I'll be as cringe as I
No,
fucking want to
because
be.
then nobody's gonna watch.
Who's not gonna watch?
Everybody, they're gonna turn it on and be like, okay, no. Cringe.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop. Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, what does it sound? Hi. Welcome to our show,
Degenerates.
Degenerates. Period.
Episode 1.
Here. I'm Stephanie,
And I'm Youssef.
and we are best friends, and we thought
Besties
that.
for the resties.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I know I was dragging out.
Yeah, you did not have to say that. Anyway, yes, this is our podcast. We have been trying to get to this for a while. I mean, it was originally started as just a open idea, but we're actually doing it. So
Amen. Finally came into fruition.
yeah, and we want to be consistent with this.
And we're hoping to be consistent.
Yeah.
God willing.
So I'm very excited to see where this goes, and hopefully more people keep watching. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, this is for us and for us only.
And
really.
in case you guys didn't know what this show's about, it's about nothing and everything at the same time. So
Yeah.
if it doesn't make sense, just please mind your business. Just
yeah.
listen. Just be entertained.
Yeah, like at this point, there's no set like topic, like no set consistent theme in the show. Is just gonna be like talking about anything that really comes to our heads. Just like me and Youssef FaceTime very often, and it's just gonna
We
be like
do.
a FaceTime call on a podcast.
Now,
So
me and Stephanie definitely go way back. Like way, way back.
yeah, but we also have like history.
A lot
And,
of history.
no,
Plenty of history. Now, you guys might be confused on why our name is Degenerates. And we're calling the show Degenerates because...
No, it was just a meme because I like to call, or I always used to call Youssef a degenerate on the phone.
But the more and more we realize, the more and more I don't know about more so now, but we definitely used to fit the definition of degenerates.
Yeah, no, we was badass little kids.
No,
I'll tell
like,
you that.
we were bad as hell. If any of y'all listening went to school with us, at least like middle school, beginning of high school, y'all knew how we were. Y'all knew how we
It was
were,
mostly
how bad
him,
we were.
but yeah.
You were a part of it. No, this bitch was
No.
two-faced. She would love to play the shit
No.
with us, but behind the scenes, she was going back and being nice and apologizing.
Yeah,
But-
no, that's a lie.
No.
I didn't. I used to always no, because I
Nah,
always used to be like.
Stephanie
yeah.
used to ride with us. I swear to God.
No.
I swear to God. And speaking about that, back in middle school, it's so cringe, bro.
Okay, so we used to call ourselves the Savages.
The Savages.
And I think that was starting back in 8th grade.
Yes,
It was 8th grade because we.
yeah, because that's when everybody got close. That's when everybody got
Okay,
close.
so we were originally a group of 4 that consisted of me, Youssef, and then our current best friend Savannah, and a 4th person.
She's just not going to be named. Y'all going to get more tea on that later.
She who shall not be named. Anyway, yeah, essentially, we just were very careless. I cared. I know I cared.
We were called savages because the shit that we were doing, we considered savage. Looking back at it now, it wasn't savage. All we would do was talk shit to people's faces.
No,
that's all it was.
Basically, we would do something like problematic and be like, "Oh, savage points! If you do this, you get savage
Yes.
points." Oh my goodness, it was just ridiculous.
And we were hated. Like, when I'm saying hated, it's like, y'all know how, if you think back in school, everybody had their own little groups. Like, you can say it's like the nerds, the athletes, the preps.
No, we were just problematic.
We were problematic. All the groups did not like us. We were our own group.
No, that's for real. What? Okay, I'm trying to think. Like, what are some things we did? Because we got to give like a.
I just remember some dumb shit we used to do every day that we thought we were so bad.
Wait. No, you remember when? Okay, so me and Youssef basically pretended to be in a sport to sneak into the school after. Oh, I'm sorry, my cat. I'm sorry.
Child, me and this girl would stay after school every day and lie to our parents, tell them we was in an actual sport, to just sneak back into the school.
Yeah.
Run around the school, go into
the teacher's lounge.
Go into the fridges.
We snuck into classrooms. Oh my God, it was bad. Like,
and then we would walk around the neighborhood and then come back at around like 5:30 for our parents to pick us up.
Yeah. I'll be out of breath too. My mom will be like, how was it? When's your first game? Oh, I said I was in softball. And
I said I was in track.
Yeah, so I would be all sweaty and shit. I'm like, oh, Mom, I was so tired, whatever. Like, oh, when's your first game? I don't know.
My dad low-key peaked because he was like, what are you doing again? I'm like, track. He was like, when are you doing it? I said, I'm just waiting for the first game. He knew I was lying. But Stephanie's mom, I don't know how she didn't know. In softball, you're supposed to have all this equipment. You're supposed to have bats. You're supposed to have just all this shit.
No, I had nothing. Literally. I didn't have no uniform, nothing.
Uniform, no bat, no ball, nothing.
No.
That was kind of bad. Some dumb shit we would do, though, every day.
No, but as a group, collectively,
listen, every day as a group, we used to go outside for recess and sneak back in for no reason. We would sneak, do the most trying to sneak back in, too. And for what? To just sit on the stairs. We thought we were so bad. We were so bad.
Did we ever... We didn't skip class. I skipped. That was a different friend.
Oh yeah, she was on some other shit back then. I was still worried about class.
No, but you were problematic.
I was problematic with good grades. So
I cannot.
I had the grades to back it up.
I cannot relate. I had the grades to back up my degeneracy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
definitely
that much.
The grades to back up savages.
No, but I'll tell you one thing. My parents used to not play when I was growing up. I don't know how I got away with doing whatever I was doing because honestly, they were really strict. And if I got lower than a C, like I'd get my phone taken away that whole semester until my grade was up. And
I know how you got away with shit though.
How did I get away?
You were lying because you used to lie all the fucking time. Bro, this bitch was a compulsive ass liar.
No, I like.
What did he used to call it?
I call it the compulsive lying syndrome because I used to lie about a lot of things, just unnecessary things.
Off the rip, I can think of just one thing. You told me that your grandmother was Muslim,
no.
Moroccan.
I did not.
You told
me
you was half Cambodian, half Mexican, half all this shit.
I did not say I was Mexican.
You was half.
No, I know I had an Asian face.
She's biracial.
So in 7th grade, I used to say that I was Asian because there's this boy I liked and he's Asian, and I thought it would impress him. Impress him, so I went ahead and told everybody that, and I even made up these stories. I lied so much that I would convince myself of these lies, like literally.
No, like she thought they was fact.
What other thing? Like I know I said I was Asian. I tried to learn the language. I tried to teach myself how to break dance.
Bruh, she went on for 2 birthdays until I want to say like junior year. Because her birthday's in the summer, and she couldn't celebrate her birthday in school, so she made up a whole birthday.
I made a fake birthday, March 3rd. I said I was born March 3rd, so I would have a school birthday. And then whenever the summer came, no one questioned it, and I was like, it's my birthday. And this time it was really my birthday. And so, but I would do the same thing every year. I don't even know when I stopped. I think that was like freshman year. Then I was like, okay, no, I gotta stop. So.
I know it was, but then again, it was like you had a lot of white lies.
White lies?
Yeah, like little lies, but like they would just add up and add up and add up and add up because
I know.
It was like any little thing, it was like instant lie.
I don't know why. Like, I really can't sit here and be like, oh, I know why. I had a valid reason as to why I was lying. I was just a little kid who wanted attention. No, seriously. I wanted attention because that was something I lacked. Like, I was in a friend group full of boys, and they're still my friends to this day, but they didn't give me no attention growing up, so I wanted it in other ways. And so, and I certainly found it. Like, I would say that. I got the attention I wanted. So,
bro.
What?
She don't remember this. She don't remember this. Oh, God. In elementary school, we had, like, this whole presentation, and you went up there to speak because You went up there and said
I don't
you almost got abducted.
No.
You say you was walking home
I don't.
and somebody tried to abduct you. I swear to God.
I did not say this. This is not true.
She just don't remember it. I swear to God.
This
You
is
went up
not
there on the
true.
microphone and everything.
I just remember that we had an assembly because me and my former best friend was fighting on Facebook or something, and they called her a cheeseburger. Yes, like, and they literally were. They made a whole assembly. We all got in trouble. There was like internet safety, all this bull crap. We managed it. My mom had to come into school and everything. I remember that whole thing. That was
I know I was kind of bad, but like whenever
kind of bad.
Whenever I was bad, it was on like.
No, Youssef used to get in trouble for the dumbest shit. Yeah, how many times were you suspended in general in your school life? I've never.
In my school life?
Yes.
I have to think. It was a time in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I threw a snowball at a boy and I got suspended for that. it was really some dumb stuff back then. I'll tell you, it was some dumb stuff.
Every time he got suspended, it was for something stupid. I'll tell you this.
The lotion story.
Oh my God.
One of my old friends, we was beefing at the time. And
okay, disclosure, we are cool now.
But me and her was beefing at the time, and
but you have to give backstory. You
okay. So the backstory is basically she didn't want me to be friends with Stephanie right here. She didn't want me to be friends with you. And granted, she saw a little bit of the bad. That was more so from the other friend, but. But I was like, oh, you're not going to hit me with that ultimatum. I'm not going to pick and choose friends. I mean, I'm going to still be their friend. If you don't want to be my friend no more, then that's it. Like, cut me off. Mm-hmm. So she still had one of my books, and it was like a library book. I had to return it. It was some really petty stuff. And I'll text her. I was like, can I get back my library book? She going to give it back to me the next day. Hand sanitizer all throughout the book. Book is almost ruined. Pages are bleeding through.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, how am I going to get this bitch back? Mm-hmm. How am I gonna get? Because at first I didn't know she did it on purpose. Then her friends gonna tell me that she did it on purpose, and they all gonna start laughing. And I did that little ha ha ha. Nah,
no, but
that weekend pass.
Yusuf's mentality at the time was like, no, baby, I'm not letting that go.
So she used to bring her ukulele to school every day and put it in the band room. And after that weekend, I thought long and hard, so I came with my plan. I brought a big bottle of lotion. It was aloe vera lotion, I remember. Went into the band room, opened up her ukulele case, and just sprayed the lotion all over the place. I'm saying all over the place. It was like all over the case, all over the ukulele. And Stephanie here and like our little group, the Savages, they were my accomplices. So the day goes on, she finds out, but she don't know who did it. They kind of have an idea it was me, but they didn't know for sure. So we all had 8th grade choir together. Yeah, choir. It was 8th period.
But remember, but we have to talk about 7th period, and that was band. When we were sitting in band.
Oh my.
Okay, so this is the same day that he did it. So we're sitting in band. Youssef plays bass guitar, so he's sitting in the back of the room. I play clarinet. I'm in the front. Okay, so the teacher. He starts saying, he's like, we've had a case of vandalism. And I'm like, oh no.
But why did he stare right at me? He looked right at me.
Because
they had no evidence.
No, they knew. And essentially, they gave a warning. They said, well, you have to come forward or it's going to be worse because we're going to find out. And blah, blah, blah. So, whatever.
But what I'm telling you, I was taking this shit to my grave. I was really trying to take this to my grave. Like 8th period, I remember the girl Ahado. She was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know. They think I'm doing this. I don't know why they hating on me." Ahado's like, "Yeah." She's like hyping me up and shit. But 8th period came around.
Okay, yeah, and that was chaotic. So this best friend I keep mentioning, we should give her a nickname because let's name her Peach. All right, because she loves peaches, don't she? Anyway.
Reminds me of peaches, but...
Period.
Let's go.
Okay, so Peach and I were best friends, and I was always with her. She was a part of our Savages group. And basically, we were with Youssef when he did it, but he went in the room and did it. We were outside, and we were instigating it. We were like, okay, do it. Okay, so comes 8th period, and we're all in choir. It's me, Youssef, and Peach, and... Well, the girl that we did. Well, he did the ukulele incident too. Okay. So we're all sitting minding our business. Time is going by slowly, and the choir teacher comes up and she's like, "We've had a case of vandalism." And I'm like, "Oh no, it's coming up again." So essentially things take a turn for the worse because...
No. I'm about to tell you. I remember exactly what happened.
What happened?
It's because the girl I did the ukulele to, she got up and went to the office. Not a word. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. Her and her friend went to the office. Mm-hmm. They come back. She got this little grin. She's sitting down. Next thing I know, our teacher get a call talking about some Youssef Peach Steph come to the office. As soon as they said come to the office, we were all on trash.
Yes. Because it was like, okay, first of all, no evidence. This was just based on strictly on accusation. Given he really did do it. but
I was taking that shit to my grave, and I thought they were going to take it to the grave too.
Hold on. We'll get to that. Don't make me sound bad. Listen. So basically, the principal calls down us one at a time. First, he calls down Peach. And then we get mad because, well, especially me, I get angry because it's like, why are they calling down Peach? Why? We didn't do nothing. Like, why are we the ones being accused when there was no evidence, nothing? Like, we were going around our day. Nobody saw us. Nobody, like, nothing. Okay. So then, I start yelling at the girl, like, in the middle of the classroom. God. I'm yelling at her. And then her friend in the back, she starts yelling, like, if you didn't do it, why are you mad? If you didn't do it, why are you yelling?
Her and this girl were never even close. This girl was just trying to pick a fight because she thought she was all hard. She thought she was hard.
Yes. And I'm like... I start getting in her face, and then the choir teacher starts screaming, blah, blah, blah. It's just a whole mess.
She started backing away because you're trying to run up on her. They're pulling you back, and she's looking scared.
Yeah, she's standing there.
And then while that happened...
A Peach comes back, they call me down. And that's when I start screaming even more. I'm like, why are you accusing us? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It was just a whole fucking mess.
I just remember I started cursing her out for filth. I stood up. I started cursing her out for filth. She doing nothing but smiling at the ground.
Yes.
And the choir teacher, I swear God, she started crying and everything.
She did start crying
at everything.
Oh my God. She was like, guys, this is a lot. Please calm down. Everybody yelling in this classroom. Speaking of which, I don't understand why the rest of the group, like, this was very chaotic.
Was they all yelling too?
I don't know. I just remember it being a loud mess.
Well, because I remember old sis was trying to yell at you. I was yelling at her.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Nah, but then they call Youssef down. And he's the third one. So then me and Peach, we're back in the room, and we're just about to fight these people. Like, this is just about to become a brawl. Like, but then Youssef comes back, and then the principal comes in, and that's when things calm down. I'm just like, okay.
Because keep in mind, we were still in 8th grade at the time. We were still like really young.
Yeah, and I also had really strict parents. If I were to get suspended, that would have been bad. So essentially, I had to calm myself down. I'm surprised we didn't get suspended from that argument alone.
Like, we didn't even get written up about that. Well,
yeah, we didn't. And I feel like that was a lot worse than what ended up happening. So what happened in result when they called us down to the office is we had a hearing, and a hearing essentially was to decide. Your parent had to come in with you the next day for them to decide if you're going to get suspended. And so me and Peach, here's the thing. Wait, no, you got to get my perspective. You got to get my perspective.
Well, I'm gonna let you get your stuff out the way, but just know I'm gonna tell it the truth how it was.
No, but this is also the truth. Don't try to say we're lying. So basically, me and Peach, at the end of the day, we didn't do it. And I had really strict parents, so me and Peach get on FaceTime after school, and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? Because if we all go in tomorrow, we're all going to get suspended. Like, so me and her decide, okay, we just have to rat out Youssef because at the end of the day, we didn't do it. We got to save our own asses. Yes, given this was shady, now thinking about it now, like, yeah, we did you dirty as fuck. Okay. but next day we ended up doing that. Youssef ended up suspended, and I ended up going back to class the same day.
Well, let me tell y'all how it went down on my end. Oh my God. So after that whole incident in the choir room, the bell's about to ring. It was last period. We're all about to leave. Me, Steph, and Peach we all say, we're coming to school tomorrow. It was a hearing. They said, it's okay, like, we're not coming with our parents, just, like, come tomorrow. I didn't have a phone at the time. My phone was taken away due to some other stuff. And I'm like, okay. I didn't tell my parents. I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to come to school regular, like, with my bitches, with my best. So I come to school, and they're like, what are you doing here? Where's your parent? I was like, oh, I didn't tell them, da-da-da. Didn't see her, didn't see Peach, so I'm sitting there like, what's going on? Whole time, I didn't know they done already opt on me. They ratted me out.
Okay.
And we swore we was going to take this, like, to the grave. So I'm looking dumb as hell in that, in the office, talking about something, I didn't do it. They talking about something, we got you on camera. All they got on camera was a photo of the ukulele with the lotion. If they didn't say nothing, on God, they couldn't prove it. On God, they would not have proved it.
Well, listen.
And I ended up getting suspended for 2 weeks. No, but let me tell you, I get suspended for 2 weeks, and it's already like towards the end of the year. I get suspended for 2 weeks. I come back. I'm there for another week. And I did some other dumb shit. I done went into the girls' restroom with Peach at the end of the day because we had to switch shirts or whatever. And I get caught by the same principal.
But I told him, before he went in the girls' restroom, I said, Youssef, what are you doing? Do not go in there. He's like, it'll be fast. He runs.
No, it was this little girl. She gonna yell, Youssef, what are you doing? And that's when all the teachers, all the principals, and the principal like, Youssef, just come out. We know you're in there. And what am I gonna do? I can't. There's no way to leave except to leave. So this is what I do. I grab my stuff and I just walk. He started talking to me. I'm ignoring him. I'm just walking and I leave. I walk home. And I was suspended for the rest of the year. We had about a week of school left. Didn't get to finish out my 8th grade. Yeah. I low-key thought the suspension was going to carry over to freshman year.
How would that have worked?
Because, you know, if you get suspended at the end of the year, it can carry over to the next year.
Given it was a whole other school. Like, we were leaving that school and going to high school at that point, so.
Don't even get me started on high school.
No, because Youssef got suspended. You got suspended one other time? No.
It was just one time.
One other time, right?
It was just one time.
And that was freshman year. And that was, okay, so.
Y'all remember Stephanie, you remember the whole clown situation where...
Oh my God. When there was clowns going to school.
Was scared.
No, because there was random ass clowns going to school, to the schools in the district. And here's the thing. Why were we, if you think about it, why were we so scared of those clowns? What were they going to do?
Well, because they thought it was like intruders. They thought people had guns.
Because this was because the It movie was just released. Remember?
That's what it was?
It 2017. That movie, the remake of the old movie.
Oh yeah, I think the trailers dropped and
yes, and they were like, there was literally people walking around in clown suits with red balloons and trying to spook the kids. And so, but
I swear they said it was like a gun or something.
No,
I swear
they
said somebody
had
a gun.
It was a knife. They said it was a knife. It was certainly somebody with a knife. And they were going around to different schools. And here's the thing. So in our school, in our town, we live in Columbus, we have a select amount of schools in this area. And they were going to all the schools. They were going to Franklin Heights. They were going to Central Crossing. They were going to these schools. And then they're like, oh, Briggs is next. And we're like, oh, no. Oh, Briggs is where we went. But they said that it was next. And then one day, there was even a point where they tried to say that they were out there. Like, and I remember I was scared. I was like, oh my God, the clowns are here.
Because the power went out. The power went out at school that day. And that's when they said the clowns was there.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I was so scared. That was a mess. No,
so
but the
I
point
think it's funny.
The point is because this is why you got suspended. So let me tell it from my perspective.
Oh my God.
So me and Youssef, we had a couple classes that year, and essentially we were in class, and Youssef thought it would be funny to make an Instagram page called Clown the Don, where he's going to take pictures of random students and be like, you're next. Pretending to be the school clown, the Briggs High School clown.
But no, like the photos, it was literally like perspective. Like it was like me sitting at the lunch table taking pictures of people, and it was like as if the clown was sitting there.
But he would write like, really like
all I would say was you're next.
No, but if you think about it, how are you going to take it that way? If someone took a picture of you and said you're next, you wouldn't be scared.
I was a freshman.
You wouldn't be scared, especially with.
But let me tell you how I got caught. I got caught because It was my favorite teacher. I'm gonna just call him Mr. B. I was in his class and he wasn't there that day, and we had a sub, but the sub was up. She wasn't in the seat, so I took a photo of his seat and I said he gone. And lo and behold,
you also took a picture of the teacher, Miss.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you took a picture of Miss P. You took a picture of Miss P and you said she's next. Like what?
Bro,
the teacher.
She was pissed when she found out. She was pissed.
The teacher.
And so at the end of the day, I get called to the office, and it's the assistant principal, and I see her computer, and the computer got screenshots of my clown page, Clown the Clown. And I'm like, fuck. Fuck.
But how did it trace it back to you?
No, because I feel like it was when I took the photo of Mr. B, they saw what time I posted it, and they know I sit right there in that back corner. I feel like that's the only way. Like, how else would they know it's me?
Yes.
Because the school ain't got no data tracing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was because that one student ratted you out.
But
they took a picture and saw your little emote. Remember, or you said there was a student that ratted you out.
No, it was a student, because I saw the little profile picture on the right, because they had like multiple accounts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the person who what's it called? Who had the Briggs page, because Briggs had its own page.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who had it, but somebody had the Briggs page, and because I followed the Briggs page and like followed people off that page, so I think it was that page for real. But I could have gotten expelled. Like, they sent me to this 2-week thing. Instead of getting suspended, it was like this expulsion place I went to, where when you're expelled, you got to go there, and like you go there for like 8 weeks, like a whole semester or quarter. But I only had to go there for 2 weeks. Well, I'm telling you, it was some badass kids in there. Badass kids. This one girl, she was there because her mom dropped her off at the bus stop, and she started hitting these girls with a sock with some rocks in it. And her mom was the getaway driver.
Oh.
This girl had an ankle bracelet. It was like bad. Like, even the teachers there, they were like, why are you here? Like, you're actually paying attention in class. You're actually doing stuff. Because like, it was like a whole little classroom thing there. And I was actually doing the work, even though I was only there for 2 weeks. And I would say I grew up.
Wasn't it funny when the bad kids were like asking you, why are you here?
They were like, because everybody was like, why are you
I
here?
hit somebody with a sock full of rocks and basically almost killed them.
And the girl with the ankle monitor, she stabbed her boyfriend.
Oh.
Yes.
And then the girl who stabbed, she asked you, she turns around, she's like, what are you in here? Oh, I made a clown Instagram page.
I made a clown page. I was threatening people. Like,
you were not threatening.
That's what they took it as.
It sounded like, it definitely sounded, that would be scary. If you think, okay, fast forward to now, like, that would be terrifying.
Lo and behold, I did grow up since then. I mean, freshman year, we did have a few hiccups with some people we don't like, or we didn't like at the time. But after that, I want to say we all really mellowed out. For real. Yeah,
and well, things kind of went south with the group within ourselves, and so it just ended up being, well, okay, so me and Peach stopped being friends.
We're gonna save all that for another episode.
Yeah, no, I know, but I just want to say, like, we stopped being friends, and then you were still friends with
I was still Peach. Friends with Peach.
So the group was just a little divided. And things just changed. But especially me, I feel like I certainly mellowed out after freshman year. I did not want to do things anymore.
No, because like freshman year, even your academics took a turn for the worse. Like,
oh my God, my grades, here's the thing. No, my grades went from freshman year almost failing, like I had almost all D's, like it was so bad, to the the next year I ended up with a 4.0, and I did not go back, like I kept going, and things just, I'd say I changed, especially a lot more compared to my friends. Youssef took a second.
No, I took a second. At least in school, I mellowed out. At least when it comes to like doing shit in school and like classwork. Yeah, my grades might have declined as I'm getting older and shit, but that's just because I had other priorities and stuff.
For sure.
But like, you know what's fucked up?
What?
We didn't get a graduation.
Child. Child.
We didn't get graduation.
Okay, no. Because,
I'm still pressed.
No, because Youssef's pressed only because he didn't get to, first of all, got suspended the end of 8th grade. So he didn't get the end of his 8th grade, let alone he didn't get his high school graduation. Bro.
Keep laughing. Keep laughing.
Did you guys get a YouTube video too? Because my school got
Bro, it was kind of it was on Facebook Live, and all it was a slideshow of everybody's photo, and like
mine was a YouTube video. I could still find it to this day. It's still, I could still have it.
And like, bro, all they did, because we graduated 2020 when COVID first started. We're class of 2020, so I mean, kudos to 21. They got to graduate, but I'm still like kind of pressed. Like, all they did for us was a drive-through graduation. Granted, I've seen some good drive-through graduations. Mm-hmm. Stephanie, you drove me to my graduation. Mm-hmm. You saw how it was. We didn't even drive through for 30 seconds.
They gave you your diploma and that was it.
Bro, you just pull into the school, she handed you the diploma, and you drive out of the parking lot, and that was it. I've seen some good drive-through graduations.
Mine, I had a good drive-through graduation. Oh, I ended up transferring from Briggs, and I went to this private school. And we had a drive-in. That was really good. Actually, ours was
because you guys actually... Yeah, it was a parade. Like, y'all drove. Y'all had people. Y'all were screaming.
But listen, I understand why.
They treated ours as a cookout.
I completely understand why you were upset about it, but I certainly did. I don't care. Like, okay.
I just look at it because we've been in school plus kindergarten for 13 years, and I just know I couldn't wait to walk across that stage in my cap and gown. And it was like, that's where all your hard work from 13 years, that's when you're going to see like the fruits of your labor, the fruition. And we just never got that. And it just, I mean, it wasn't like we did school for no reason, but like it was really feeling like that at the time. It was like,
yeah. So
we just went through 13 years of school, and I mean, we have a diploma to show for it, but we ain't even get no ceremony to celebrate us.
Especially the fact that COVID wasn't even as bad as it was this year when the graduations were happening. And I feel like, I personally, like I said, I don't really care that we didn't get it. I don't feel
they could have at least tried. It felt like they didn't try.
No, and that's true. I feel like a lot more should have been done. But at the same time, it was like, COVID was so new, they didn't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, we had like a worse wave later on, but during our time is like they didn't know. The only thing I was like upset about really was prom, and not even. I just wanted to dress up. Like that's all I wanted to do, and I never got to do that. I never even got, like. I'm just happy I didn't buy a dress. I know there was some girls that straight up already bought their dresses and stuff. So,
but it's like we just got like flung into like just life. Like right after we quote unquote graduated, it's just like, okay, here's your diploma, here, go on. And it was like, what are we supposed to do? What are we doing? What are we doing? Granted, it's like college and all that shit, but even with college, my first semester was online. I had to be at home.
He ended up not going. So he goes to a school in Atlanta.
I go to Clark Atlanta University. Go Panthers. I had to represent.
Okay. And I went to Xavier in Cincinnati, and well, we certainly had very different experiences because now I'm home and now I'm not going back to that school. That's all I gotta say. But I'm going to save that for another episode because that is a whole story. I have, oh my goodness. But anyway, college isn't for everyone. No, I didn't drop out. I just transferred, going to the Ohio State University. Yep.
Yeah,
I did that. Yeah, I did that. Even though I used to make fun of people for saying that.
The Ohio State University.
Yeah, well, I had to rep, as you said. So,
right. I mean, we're making our way though. Yeah. Like adulting. I mean, it's no blueprint or nothing. Mm-hmm. But like, it's honestly, we just have to find our way. It's just the school system definitely does not prepare you. At least the American school system doesn't.
Yeah. Well, essentially, we just got to figure it out, and I feel like we've been doing a good job with that.
Oh, especially. I went through so much within the past year. It's crazy.
Yeah. You and me both. And that, I think everybody has. It's certainly been especially in 2020, that was such a bad year. It was just...
And I feel like it was like for a lot of people because like with COVID and then people are realizing shit and then just like with the restrictions put in place, shit that was happening with people.
No, literally.
Shit was wild.
Yeah, but at this point, you just gotta make do with what. And I mean, look, everything's being lifted. Like, vaccinations are available, and like schools are opening up again.
I know. I'm going back this fall.
Yeah.
The whole school's opening up. Freshmen through seniors.
That would be cool to see. Like, but it's so weird. Like, we got accustomed to being in like a mass society, and going from a mass society to a mass society is like, oh wow, like everything. And there's still some places that I don't know if I can go in with a mask or not.
Yeah.
And
it's like the first time you're like in a crowd of people without masks. It's just, you feel weird.
It's just, what I'm thinking is like how crazy it is how fast it went by. Like, because if you think about it, that was a lot. And I feel like it went by really quickly, because now we're finally done with it. Well, I don't want to say we're done. It's certainly still around, but now we're finally progressing. We're finally,
at least society as a whole is like,
yeah, like we're finally getting
like
somewhere, and numbers are certainly decreasing as of now, especially with vaccinations being out. But it's just crazy. Like I didn't think it was ever gonna end. That's the thing. Like, I thought it was just gonna be wave after wave after wave.
Well, I just thought we were gonna be accustomed to wearing masks for the next few years.
I know.
Like, everything opens up, but it's like we still have to wear our masks.
I'm surprised we don't anymore. Like,
I know.
At least I know this it's just a state thing though. Like, I don't think it's like every. Yeah, because
when I was in Atlanta, even without the mask mandate, or even with the mask mandate, well, I'm telling you, nobody would wear their mask down there.
Maybe.
They acted like COVID was not a thing.
Well, I'll tell you this, the South Side certainly doesn't. Oh, I heard a lot from other people who have been on vacations and stuff that the South Side already doesn't wear masks. So that's just, maybe that's just an area thing. Like, in New York, they're still wearing masks and stuff in New York. And so but Ohio just recently did it. So I haven't heard of other states taking it off. So yeah.
I mean, we're just gonna see from here. I mean, we've been out, so I mean, we just went clubbing last weekend.
Okay, you didn't have to call us out like that.
We just went clubbing last weekend, but we're vaxxed, so it don't matter.
We're gonna look like bad people.
We're vaccinated. That's all that matters.
True. That is true, but okay. Yeah, so all right. I feel like we're reaching a good point in the episode. So let me see.
If you guys made it this far, you guys really had nothing better to do.
No, my God, because we're not even like. Well, no, yes, we are. You know what? Positive affirmations. We are good. So if you listen to us, period, you're blessed.
If you listen to us, your skin is clear.
So in the future of this show, we really are going to talk about everything, like, and especially pertaining to our personal lives. Like, I feel like it's kind of chaotic on both ends, and I feel like me and Youssef are really, like, me and him just have similar situations, but also drastically different situations.
Yeah,
and it's just very entertaining to just discuss it together, and I think this is fun. I think this will be really fun to, like, share with the world. I mean, honestly, I have a lot to say, and I know he does too.
No, same.
So in future episodes, like I said, we do want to tackle a lot of personal issues, and I feel like, well, not issues, just like personal
situations and stuff
that have happened to us, and like things that continue to happen to us, and if the shoe might fit. Like, if you want to keep listening, the shoe might fit.
It might fit.
Because, like I said, I want us. We are going to be extremely vulnerable on this show. Like,
and candid. We're going to just tell it how it is and say how we're feeling.
Yes, and I am very excited to see the future of where we end up with this. We want to stay consistent, so I'm saying maybe every Friday. Well, I don't know. We don't know yet.
Right, we'll see.
So, yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning into our first episode of Degenerates, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.